Okay, folks, so today is the day that we are gonna sand this guitar and polish it out and make it real shiny. So you can see, like, the reflection of the light. There's some texture, that orange peel I was talking about, but it's pretty fine. So what we're gonna do is sand this with real fine sandpaper. That way we can buff it out. So what I use is this Festool sander. It's called like the RO90, I think. As you can see, it's been used quite a bit. But anyway, I've got 1,000 grit sandpaper on there. And that's what I'm gonna start with. And then I'll do like 1,500 after that, and then it'll pretty much be ready to buff. Some people sand to like 5,000 grit. You really don't need to do that unless you want to. I would rather buff than sand. So I like the wet sand. You can do it dry too, but I think your sandpaper lasts a little bit longer and you get a finer scratch pattern if you wet sand. So yeah, I'll sand like this half, and I'll just kind of show you what I'm looking for. So I'll just spray a little water. Something like that. And then I'm just gonna sand this, and then I'll show you what I'm looking for here. All right, so I sanded just kind of this half here. So I'm gonna wipe the water off. And as you can see, that kind of has like a dull look to it. But what I'm looking for is little shiny spots that I didn't quite sand. See if I can dry it off a little better to show you. There. So you can see like right here, if I can get the light on it, you can see there's some orange peel left. And like right there, you can kind of see it. It's pretty good right here in the middle. But anyway, yeah, I'm just looking for all these shiny spots, and basically the goal is to sand until those are gone. You don't want any shiny spots, because if I buffed it out like it is, it's gonna have that kind of rough texture. It won't be real smooth. So yeah, that's basically all I'm looking for. So I'll just probably go over it one more time with 1,000 grit, and that'll probably get that out. And then once I have it all smooth, then I'll take some 1,500 grit and go over that, and then it'll be ready, pretty much ready to buff it out. So I'll come back when we're ready to start buffing. All right, so this is my little buffing setup. It's the StewMac buffer. So what I'll do is start with this one. It's like a coarse compound. Well, I got a little bit of it left, but anyway, while it's spinning, I just apply a little of that. It's like the StewMac color tone stuff. So I'll buff the guitar with that, and then I'll move to this wheel where I will take this Meguiar's 110, and I'll literally just like slather it on the wheel and buff it out like that. And that'll get it pretty daggum shiny. And if I think it needs it, I'll take this 210 and with a drill and like a foam pad and go over it. And after those 3 steps, we should be at pretty much a perfect gloss. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so here is the result after the coarse compound. As you can see there, you can see, some scratches in there, but it's starting to get shiny. And the light is, it's more in focus. It's not real orange peely looking. But, like I said, you can see those scratches in there a little bit, which is fine because that's just the coarse compound. But yeah, it's starting to get there. So now what we're gonna do is take my Meguiar's and then basically do the same thing to the whole guitar, and then I'll bring you back after I got that on there, and it should be a lot shinier then, hopefully. Okay, so this is after buffing with the 110 compound. You can see how it's a lot shinier now. Those lights are starting to come into focus pretty well. There's still, you can still, if you look at the reflection, you can kind of see some really fine scratches around it, but this is starting to look pretty nice. So I might do another pass of the 110, and then I'll probably go over it with the 210 with the drill, and then that should give us our final sheen that we're going for. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back in just a second. Okay, this is the results after the Meguiar's 210, and I just have a foam pad on my drill. That's how I put it on there. But as you can see, that shine is legit. And that's really, really happy with that. That's pretty much what I'm looking for as far as the gloss goes. So it's almost impossible to get it exactly perfect, but that's pretty damn close. You can see how flat the finish is. It's not got all kinds of little dips and waves and stuff in it, and that's nice. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna do that process on the rest of the guitar. I just did the back so far, but do it on the rest and on the neck as well. And then this thing will be ready for the glue on the neck and glue on the bridge. So yeah, we're getting close.